What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a video that is going to be a full face of a specific brand. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, I don't think. I think the last one I did maybe was my Tarte one. That was months ago, but I'm going to do a full face of Colourpop. So I absolutely love Colourpop. Colourpop is one of my most favorite brands. I feel like not a lot of people talk about Colourpop. I know Kathleen Lights talks about Colourpop a lot and like certain other YouTubers, but I don't see a lot of YouTubers talk about Colourpop. And it upsets me sometimes because I feel like their products are so good. So I really wanted to do a full face of Colourpop because I have so many Colourpop products. I literally didn't even have to buy anything in order to get everything to be Colourpop today. But anyway guys, let's get into this video. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the eyes today. Actually, I do have a couple of new products. The only reason that I do though is because I decided to pick them up from a newer collection. It matches my top and looks very summery, so I thought maybe I would do that today. But I wanted to pull my hair back really quick just so that I won't get any hair in my face. Looks terrible, but it's okay. So I'm actually going to prime my lids with my normal Smashbox primer. I don't have a eyeshadow primer from Colourpop. I don't even think that they have one. I'm pretty sure they don't have one. So I'm just going to use this Smashbox one to prime my eyes. And we're going to get started with the eyeshadow. Okay. This is the new Colourpop Miss Bliss Pressed Powder Palette. They just recently came out with a bunch of different eyeshadow palettes. I think there were 3 of them. And they have a bunch of new products from this collection. They're so bright and so pretty. And like I said, it matched my top really well. So I just thought this would be a great palette to use. First, I am going to take some setting powder and I'm going to set my lid so we don't have any problem with tugging. Alright guys, so I'm going to zoom you in and speed you up through this part of the video and show you some of the shades that I'm using. Alright, so we are done with the eyes. Well, done with the first part of doing my eyes. I have to say, I did not think that this was going to go in this direction, but you know, I had this from the collection that I purchased from, and honestly, these are so pretty, and they're really nice for you to put like on your face too, on the side of your face if you want like an extra glow or something like that. This is just a really fun look, and I'm really liking it. I'm digging it. Alright. Next, let's move on to the face. I'm going to prime and I'm using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I've used this plenty of times in the past and I would say it's a decent primer. I don't think that it's a bad primer. Just so you know, all of these Pretty Fresh products, they're infused with coconut. You could smell it 100%, and I like it. I think it smells good. It's not too much, and I'm not a coconut fan. I don't care for a lot of coconut products. I think that it's okay. It's not that bad, but yes, I've used this quite a few times and I have liked it. I have glitter all over me. Oh my god, this is gonna get really annoying. So I'm using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. This is not enough coverage for me, so I'm actually going to use my custom cover drops from Cover FX just to give it a little bit more. And we're going to do something a little different today, something I don't normally do. I'm actually going to use a brush to apply my foundation. This is scary. I don't ever do that. It never really turns out the way I want it to, but we're just gonna try it. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna go grab the sponge. All right, we are going to try that again because obviously the whole brush ordeal did not work with this specific foundation. And I am making a mess of everything. I hope this matches because we're gonna have a little problem if it doesn't. All right, I'm gonna take my beauty blender instead because that seems to work better. And I'm going to apply this foundation to the skin. I really enjoy this foundation. This was actually like a giant favorite of mine for the longest time. I was using this days on end at one point, so it's a good foundation. Yeah, we're a little too light, but I think that's okay. Honestly, I prefer to be a little too light than a little too dark because when my foundation is way too dark, I can't lighten it up in any way. Now I can just bronze my skin a little bit more and it'll probably come out better. Okay, quickly I'm actually going to apply my brows before I go in with concealer. I'm going to take just this Colourpop pencil here that's in the shade light brown. So I'm going to try and apply these brows and I'll be right back. Now I remember this brow pencil. I liked this. This was a good brow pencil and that was so quick too. I didn't think that these would apply so quick, so I'm content with that. Awesome. I'm now going to go in with the concealer. This is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in the shade Light 45 Warm. I think that this was a little too dark. No, I think this is just fine. So we're going to apply that. I haven't actually used this that much recently and I remember loving this concealer. We're also going to use this to maybe cover up some blemishes. I'm going to take that same exact sponge and I'm just going to blend that all in. Alright, so I don't have a cream bronzer to work with, but I'm going to use a cream blush. This is a trio that I actually just recently decided to get because I really love a lot of their blush sticks. I haven't tried the light sticks yet, so that's exciting. But this is the Rose to the Top set and it contains 2 blushes and a highlighter. So we're going to use that highlighter, but which blush are we going to use? I am thinking that's one blush. That is the shade Roosevelt. And then this is Invite Only right there. I'm thinking Invite Only. So I'm just going to take my sponge and swirl it around there. I don't like applying it directly to the face because I don't feel like that works as well for me. But everyone's different. Some people like it better different ways. Who knows? See how pigmented these are? They're just so nice. Bring that back. And I'm not used to putting blush on before bronzer. So this is different. And then I'm going to go in with the light sticks. This is in the shade Acting Up. I love how much product these come with. And we're going to apply that to those high points of the face. And it's giving such a nice glow. Oh my god. Like, you know, cream highlighters are not really my thing. I don't find them to be that amazing. But I like this one. You don't really get like a shimmery glow from this. You get more of just like a nice dewy glow. And I could appreciate that. Okay, so we're now going to go in and set the face. I'm going to take this Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder in Translucent. You know, it's been a hot minute since I've used this powder. I didn't like it the last time that I used it, so I'm kind of curious if it works well with other Colourpop products. You would think that brands would formulate these products to work well together, but to be honest, sometimes that is definitely not the case. Oh no. I kind of just like accidentally scratched a part of that section and it just totally ruined the product. Wow. Wow, I totally screwed that up. I'm just going to ignore it for now and pretend like it didn't happen. Oh my god, I hate this powder. I hate this powder. Oh my god, this is so bad. You guys, this is breaking up all over. And like I said, I have used this concealer and especially just this concealer and foundation combo. I've used it plenty of times. I've never had these types of issues. It's breaking up everything. It's like on my nose there. I'm not happy. I'm not happy because I really wanted to love this look today and everything is looking terrible with this powder. Everything. Okay. We're gonna go in with a bigger brush. You know, we're just gonna keep annihilating the face. We're going to use this powder in other places as well and set the face. Okay, so that definitely did a number on my skin. Unfortunately, I think that powder doesn't work very well with this foundation. I'll probably have to try it with other foundation. It's been a long time, so anyway, we're gonna move on to finishing the eyes. I'm thinking that I'm going to use this black eyeliner here. This is the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Swerve. I've used this in other videos before. I love this eyeliner. It is very creamy and very good. I'm going to do my eyeliner and I'll be right back. Alright, so my eyeliner is all done. Unfortunately, I think the main problem with this powder right now is how it made my under eyes look. It's not good. But anyway, we're going to take the palette again and I'm going to start trying to fix this as much as I possibly can. I don't know how successful I'll be. I'm gonna try. So I'm going to take the shade Optimist again and I'm going to use that to connect everything. I really am loving this palette, you guys. I feel like the Colourpop 9-pan palettes are honestly the best ones. I have quite a few of them. I don't use them all the time, but honestly, they're so inexpensive and they work so well. Colourpop eyeshadows are really underrated. So now I'm going to take that shade Intuitive and I'm just going to blend some more. This won't make that area right below the eyes where it kind of got all screwed up from the powder. It'll make it a lot less noticeable. So, you know what? There's a part of me that wonders if that was the concealer. Because everywhere where I put the concealer, the product is breaking up pretty much. Maybe it's just the powder and that concealer don't mix. Because I've used this concealer a bunch of times and I really enjoy it. I've used this foundation a bunch of times, really enjoy it. This powder, maybe it just doesn't mix well. It doesn't work well with products that I'm using. So anyway, I'm going to go into my Colourpop face palette here that I will be using for my face. And I'm going to dip into, I think it's called Padded Down. Padded Down, which is a nice highlighter. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner. I'm actually loving this glitter and I'm not much of a glitter person. I really am not. I never enjoy glitter, you guys, and I think the main reason is because it just gets all over the place and it always frustrates me. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're going to go into the bronzer that I have in this palette. This palette is one that I did put into my last video of underrated products. This is the bronzer in CA Dreaming. I don't know if that's California Dreaming or just CA Dreaming, but this is such a great bronzer. These are all blushes here. I love them. So I'm going to bronze up the skin, and I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush here, and I'm going to dip that into CA Dreaming. And I'm just going to start bronzing up the skin because we really need to be bronzed. I mean, desperately. This bronzer just applies so nicely to the skin. Oh, I just love it. So now for blush, I'm going to dip into two of them. I'm going to take this one here, and that's Lunar Has It, and then I'm also going to take my Sun and Stars, and I'm going to mix those two together to make a little blush cocktail. Oh, this is so nice. All right, I'm now going to dip into the highlighter and pat it down again. I'm going to use that to really give some pretty highlight to the skin. And this is where I tell you guys that Colourpop is underrated. I mean, look how gorgeous that highlight is. I mean, this is why it's one of my favorites. I can't help it. It's so pretty. I'm kind of annoyed that everything on my nose kind of brushed off, but it is what it is. Now, I'm really glowy. I know, I'm very glowy. We're gonna have to tone it down just a little bit on the nose especially. Anyway, we're gonna move on. This is the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel. I'm just going to use this to set my brows really quick. I like this brow gel a lot actually. It's really nice, just like the brow pencil. Like I said guys, most of this stuff I really do enjoy. The next thing I'm going to do is put mascara on. I'm going to use this Colourpop Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black on Black. I really actually like this mascara. Brownie Points was one of my favorite for the longest time. This one, unfortunately, which I don't understand how, it seems a little dried up, but I haven't had this one for that long, so I'm not sure why it got all dried up. Very weird. So I'm not using a primer today because it's not Colourpop, so I'm not using it, even though I did use a couple of non-Colourpop things, but whatever. I love this eye look, you guys. I love this eye look. This is like a favorite eye look of mine. I'm a really big fan of it. Okay, next, I'm going to take the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade Little One. This is a very nude color, and I'm going to take one of the Just a Tint lip crayons after this, but I just wanted to line my lips a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a combo here. I'm going to put on Just Because first. These are my favorite. I love these things. And now I'm going to take Gimme S'more, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that over it. If it weren't for the powder with this look, if it weren't for that powder, I feel like this would have looked so good. It would have been absolutely amazing, but it is what it is. I'm going to take the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I'm going to set my skin really quick. I forgot how much I really love this product. And just so we don't look too dewy, because I don't like looking too dewy, because then it looks like, I look a bit like a hot mess, just a smidge. I'm going to take a little bit of this Colourpop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in the shade Medium, and I'm just going to go over some of the spots that I feel need a little bit of setting, a little extra setting, you know, just to make sure nothing goes anywhere. Even though, unfortunately, we ruined this nose here. Okay, so we are all done with this makeup look. I really love the way this turned out, except for that powder. This powder ruined everything. This powder combo with this concealer did not work wonders for my skin. It actually made it 10 times worse. But other than that, I love this. I mean, I love the eyeshadow, love the lips, but the highlight, the blush, the bronzer, everything else turned out so, so nice. So I'm going to test this out a little bit more with other foundations and concealers and just see what happens, because I know that sometimes certain products don't go together, they don't work. So even though the brand created, you know, Colourpop created all of these different products, it doesn't necessarily mean they all go perfectly together. Like I said though, I do feel like the entire look probably would have been much, 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 much better if it weren't for that powder and the concealer combo. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like me to do more full face of one brand makeup tutorials in the future. I really love doing it. I think it's a lot of fun, honestly. You know, for the most part, we got all Colourpop products, but we have a little bit of a, you know, Cover FX in there too. Just a smidge, and Smashbox. It is what it is though. But anyway guys, I really appreciate you watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and also do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!